Alright, welcome back. I'm very sorry for my messy bed over there. I should probably go fix it. But that's fine. I'll leave it like that. But anyway, let's get into the topic of the video here, okay? So the topic of the video here today, it was actually about letting go of perfection and the trap of perfection and over control. See, myself, I did not realize how much I do this personally. I do this a lot. Me personally, I try to be perfect. I try to be really perfect. So some beliefs that people have, this is what a lot of like anxiety and procrastination and stress comes from, is that you have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. So you have to let go of perfection because it's not the point of life. Sometimes I create this stress of, I need to be like this person, like I'm not good enough. That's not what you need to do. You need to look at yourself and realize, who can I become? Am I capable of that? Am I capable of becoming what I like in this person? You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be better. And that's what happens sometimes. The trap of perfection and over control causes you to believe that it's all or nothing. And stress and procrastination come from everything. They must be at 100%. It must be 100%. It doesn't have to. So when you drop the pressure to be perfect, you give yourself permission to enjoy life. What if you just let go right now and realize that the only stress there really is the stress that's in your mind? Give yourself permission right now to enjoy your life. You don't need to punish yourself for falling short. Everyone falls short, and you will fail regardless. So it's either that you fail fast or fail slowly, trying to control it. So you need to fail fast. Don't ever try to be perfect. Just do. Just do everything. And never be afraid to let go. Don't be too attached to anything. If you can let go sometimes, it makes your life easier. So, what can we do? If you want to achieve anything, you have to create a sustainable rhythm over extreme hustle. A sustainable rhythm, okay? Because true momentum is built through sustainable rhythm. That's why they always say balance. And there's ways you can do balance. You don't have to just live this balanced life where you work out every day, meditate every day. Like, you can still go through that intense period where you're just hustling all the time. But you know for a fact that eventually you're going to have to take care of your health. Eventually you're going to have to do it. So if you're going to hustle right now, know when you're going to stop. Have a goal and know when you're going to actually reach that. When you reach that, what you're going to actually do. Go to the gym, meditate, take care of your mental health, because that's stuff that's important. So when you reach your goal, do that, because eventually you're going to have balance. If you want to be consistent in anything, every single day, do something at 60%, not 100%. 60% consistently outperforms 100%. 100% is done rarely sometimes. You don't need to force brilliance. You need to just keep showing up every single day. Life gets lighter when you stop performing and start participating in the life you want. You need to chase mastery, not validation. You need to strive, but stay whole while you do it. You need to be true to yourself. It's not bad to hustle and grind, but you do need balance eventually. A lot of people say enjoy life later, but work hard now. That's great. But my philosophy is, I like being a balanced person. I need balance. I need structure. Enjoy life now, not later. Because tomorrow's not guaranteed. So why not just enjoy now? The more you like your life, the less you need to numb it. When you feel like you need to numb something, you're avoiding something. You're avoiding your life. If you can allow yourself to have more fun, and allow yourself to do the things that you actually want to do, then you love your life more. Like, I usually go into situations thinking that I have to be 100% perfect, I have to be this perfect alpha guy. I don't have to do that. I just have to be myself. So, enjoyment makes you feel less likely to chase escape through substances, distractions, or fake identities. When you have something to look forward to every single day, you're not going to try to escape it. Why would you try to escape something that you love? Why would you try to do that? If watching Netflix for 30 minutes brings you peace, then do it. 30 minutes. What are you going to lose? You're going to lose your dignity? If you're going to lose your dignity, I guess so. If you build your identity around not watching Netflix, then don't do it. But if you want to watch Netflix, fine, do it. But you don't have to be like sitting here like, oh, I can't watch Netflix because I'm gonna lose. I'm not gonna be a hard worker. I'm not gonna be an alpha male, or I can't watch Netflix because I have to go to sleep. Actually, no, probably should probably go to sleep. To be honest. But like, don't be so like hard on yourself. Don't be like, oh, I can't watch Netflix because that's not what an alpha male would do. Andrew Tate doesn't do that. Don't do that. Andrew Tate's cool as fuck, but like, don't just like be like, oh yeah, Daddy Tate said I can't watch Netflix. Like, are you gay? Are you gay, bro? Alright, anyway. Alright, choose activities that feel good now and don't create regret later. So, like, don't do shit like that's gonna like there's like quick dopamine things, you know, like drinking alcohol, smoking marijuana, hitting vape, like those are the type of things that like you'll regret later. But like things like going outside, you know, like spending time with friends, like they feel good now and like you're glad you did them, you know. Like you don't necessarily have to wake up at 6 a.m. to do a run. But then again, if you want to be that person, then do it. There's no rules, what I'm trying to say. The only rules that there is the ones that you create. That you have to create them intentionally. Create the rules that you actually want to live by. What's the life that you actually want to live by? You want to live by rules that, you know, you accidentally created. You create a lot of, all of us have a lot of rules that we live by that we don't even know we live by them, and they're creating misery in our lives. Why do you want to do that? Why not just create the rules that you want to live by yourself? Create them by yourself, intentionally. Recognize the rules that you don't want to live by anymore, the ones that you're living by right now, and then also recognize the rules that you do want to live by, because you want to become this type of person. You want to live this type of life. So the key is basically intentional enjoyment. It's not mindless escape. Never let yourself get into that. Fun doesn't need to be productive all the time, but it shouldn't sabotage you. Make space for joy that's sustainable, not destructive. Balance isn't weakness, and it's basically just long-term power. Let joy be part of the process, not just the reward at the end. Let the failure be the reward. Let it be the reward. Because you're going to look back at the end, when you get to the goal where you want to be at, and you're going to be like, wow, if it wasn't for the failures, the reward wouldn't have been as good. Sometimes you got to realize it. Purpose, goals, and alignment. Like I said, Western culture often glorifies hustle, but it's hollow without alignment. If you want to live a good life, if you want to achieve something, achieve it because you want to do it, not because anyone else says you should do it. The only person who has control over your life, it's you, no one else. Because once you realize that where you are right now is because of you, you get to take control again. No one else created this. You are right here right now because of where you led to be. You might believe that it was other people, but you allowed other people to control where you are. Take control of your life and become more aware. You still do need meaningful goals, because without them, the spirit deteriorates. A worthy goal, a process you enjoy, equals a sustainable fire, a sustainable home. And when you're working towards the things that you want to have, don't be too attached to the results. And don't be too attached to no results either. You're not entitled to the fruits of your labor, only to the labor itself. So pick. Commit to the process or stay in the loop.